Hello there again, and welcome to a beautiful summer day in Finland. This is my new friend. It's Stig, or the Stig. He's a golden pup, and he needs a new food bowl. So, I am about to make one in stoneware. Stig is only 7 weeks old, so he will not need the big bowl yet, but it will take a while. Today we have 28 degrees centigrade, so it's really hot. I use stoneware clay, and I start by making a slab. This is going to be the bottom. I roll it out and try to get even thickness all the way through, and then I design my bottom. This time I just want a round piece. You can of course use a plate if you want to, but I like to draw on freehand. I cut all the way through with my needle tool, and after that I put a little bit of water on my slab so it won't dry too quickly. I then move it aside for a while and start making the coils. I'm going to build this just using coils. When you roll your coils, it's good to twist the edges to different sides. This way you get a round coil very easily. It's time to score and slip the bottom. It's really important that the edges actually stick to the bottom, otherwise it will leak. You can see I have a little bit too much of my first coil, so I cut away the extra material and slip again. I push the coil against the bottom so it sticks really good, and then I use my tool to take away all the cracks. I start working from the outside, and when I'm happy with that, I also work from the inside so that there will be no cracks. And it's really important that you don't leave any air bubbles inside. It's midsummer here in Finland, and we have a really lovely weather. Lots of birds and some mosquitoes. But the best thing is the sun doesn't set for more than 2 or 3 hours in the middle of the night. I now roll out the rest of the coils. I was thinking about using 3 or maybe 4 coils, but 3 was enough. As you see, I twist again the edges so that I get a round coil. Now I don't want to leave this coil rounded, so when I'm happy with my coils, I make many at the same time. I actually use my roller to make them a little bit flat on the sides. This way I get more height on my food bowl. So I put them close to each other and use my roller. This way they will be the same thickness. Because of the heat, I need to put some water on, and of course slip and score again. The clay I use is my favorite clay. It's a stoneware clay and a raku clay with lots of grog in it. If I wanted to, I could leave this out and dry straight away. Now I start building my coils to get a little bit of height to my food ball. And then by using my homemade tools, I get the edges smoother. I start from the outside, and then when I'm happy with that, I work on the inside too. It's time for me to put the last coil on top. So I slip and score both the bowl and of course the last coil. If your coil is too short, it's really easy to fit a piece in between. As you see, this one is too short, so I just cut away the edges. I don't cut straight, and then I cut a little bit on my extra coil, and by looking from the inside, it's really easy to see where to cut. And you of course need to put some slip on this one too. Stig's bowl is now almost done, and I'm really happy with the shape of it. But we now need his name on it. So I just designed the name on a piece of paper. And I am going to make a small piece of slab and transfer his name onto that. So I roll out a piece of slab. To get it smooth, I use a little bit of water on my fingers, and then I stick the piece of paper on it. I use my needle tool to cut around the piece of paper. And after that, I use a silicone tip brush and just gently push on the letters so I can see them afterwards when I remove the paper. After this, I take a silicone tip brush and finish the letters so they look really nice. Before I attach the name tag, it's important that I put slip behind it and then push it on to the bowl. There should be no air underneath. After this, I just smoothen out the edges, and then it's time to leave this bowl for a while so it dries a little bit. I let this bowl dry really rapidly. It's not really dry yet, but dry enough so I can start working on the bottom and the edges. I was not really happy with the edges, so I use my metal tool to scrape away the extra material and try to get even edges. And the clay is perfectly dry for scraping right now. It keeps its shape, but it's still easy to remove the extra material. When I'm done, I just smoothen out the edges with a little bit of water on my fingers. It's a little bit rough yet, but the glazing will also smoothen it out. I will not glaze this bowl in this video. It will probably be in a later video. I turn it around and I also fix the bottom. It is kind of a big bowl for a small puppy, but Stig will grow really fast and he is going to be hungry all the time. So it's now time to let it dry, and I will show you the finished product in another video. Greetings from a perfectly hot summer day in Jakobstad, Finland. I hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you so much for watching. And if you like it, remember to subscribe. See you later. Bye bye.